And here is our fridge, just a very plain white fridge. We got all these magnets here at, I can't remember if it was Dollar Tree or Dollarama now, but just, you know, some spring Eastery type of magnets. And I thought I'd take you on a before shot of the inside of my fridge. It's pretty empty right now, but I'm about to go do my weekly shop. So I figured this would be a good time to show you kind of the chaos that it is before I go and fill it all up. So, it's a disaster. And really, who needs 5 bins of eggs? But I get them from my parents' place, nice fresh farm eggs. So I actually have to give one set to my neighbor and stuff. So right now it is a disaster in here. Not really much to explain other than it's a disaster. So before I go shopping today, I'm going to go through and clear out, like this pizza's been in here for, I don't know, a week or so now, just on the plate with the Ziploc bag, and so that's not well contained, and yeah, it's just kind of chaotic in here. And then on the door, it's no better. It's been driving me crazy for a few months now. And because I'm about to go do the big shop and I know a lot of this stuff is expired, I am going to go and clear it out to make room for the grocery shop today. So just to kind of pan out, there is the disaster that is my fridge in the before shot. Okay, so I've now cleared out my fridge. And I just wanted to take you through a quick run through of what I've done so far. But this is all cleared out. Everything that is expired is gone. I do honestly still need to clean each of these shelves, but I'm tired and I'm hungry, so I'm gonna have some lunch. But just before I do that, I just quickly wanted to walk you through so far the in progress, I guess. In here was the great big vegetable fruit drawer, so I've taken that out and cleaned it. I'm just waiting for it to dry. Sadly, these were the only 2 items, Asian pear and some apples, that had not gone bad in that drawer. That's very, very sad. In here, on this second drawer, I've actually, I had wanted to put a Lazy Susan in on this shelf here, but it's too high up off the ground, or off of the shelf. And really these other shelves, yes, they are movable, but with what we have, it'll be kind of awkward. So I was like, because basically I wanted to be able to put a Lazy Susie in for all of these items here. So instead, I decided to put them in one of these bins. I don't even know where I got these 2 bins, actually. So then at least I could just pull it in and out to be able to find stuff in there. And all my breads and everything are in this drawer here, or I guess drawer, but it's another container there. And I am going to label them as well. These are just some leftovers that are still good because they're just from last night. And then I grabbed another drawer that I have around here. I'm not even sure where I got this one either, but it's stained. It's not dirty in there, it's actually just stained. So I'm going to put a shelf liner or something in there to be able to easily take the items out from underneath this drawer here. So this is what I've done so far. Just pan out a bit here. And now I'm going to go grocery shopping. This is one of the containers that I'm going to use in my fridge now. But as you can see, it's all stained. Like, I swear, I've washed this a few times in the dishwasher now. And also by hand. But it's just stained. And it looks horrible in the fridge. So I figured that I would take one of my shelf liners that I got at Dollarama and just line the inside of it with it, and then at least it'll look a little prettier when, you know, you can see the bottom with the various stuff that I'm going to be putting in this container inside my fridge. There we go. That looks so much better. So all that I did was I basically just cut it out to fit the inside of this container. The container itself was a little bit longer than the width of the shelf liners, so all that I did was I just did a smaller piece. Doesn't matter that it doesn't match up there. I'll just stick that part to the back of the fridge so it won't matter. I have actually attached them. I don't know if you can see it very well there, with some Scotch tape just at each of the corners of each piece. So this one has one here, and then there's another one for this smaller piece of the liner. So I think that works and looks so much better than the stains that were in there before. And here is the final for my fridge. So just to quickly walk you through it, I've now cleaned everything out. The drawer is back in here with, you know, some fruits and veggies. I've just put the groceries in. I haven't actually prepped anything for the week yet. But what I did do was I already had this bin in here, but it was like pushed all the way in the back and you really couldn't see it before. I have labeled it bread. This is one of those chalkboard labels or chalk labels, but I don't have a chalk pen yet. So I figured I would just use my label maker and label it instead, because that bin will always be bread until probably I reorganize everything. And then there's some leftovers here, and in this container we've obviously got sauces and pickles. There's the container that I just put the shelf liner on, and I've labeled that cheese and hummus, and it's actually like the sprinkled cheese in the back because the regular cheese obviously is in this drawer here. Some leftover soup, some water, root beer, and lemonade back in there. Some more of our eggs that, you know, I've given away some of them. My smoothie stuff and milk and my chai and stuff like that. So there's still lots more space in the fridge, which is great because as I start making stuff in the next day or two, we'll have lots of leftovers. So there's still lots of space in there. But I did think that it was important to start labeling everything because my daughter has actually decided that she is going to be putting away the groceries for me, which is very, very lovely. But instead of just knowing where everything goes, I figured I should start labeling it so that she knows as well. So nothing much on the door itself here. I guess I did add this container here so I can kind of, I guess it's more like a condiments container, so I can kind of pull this out and take it to the table if I want. Down on the bottom shelf there, it looks like I drink a lot. I think that champagne, actually let me know how long champagne can last like that, because I think I drank half of it at New Year's Eve and it's now April. And I think those bottles of wine have been in there since at least last summer. The cider I go through maybe 1 or 2 a month. So these will be here for a while. And then these containers are, these ones here are, they're the ones that actually fit in this height here. They don't fit up on this shelf here. So I'm sure I'll find some better ways to organize this, or at least the door. But, you know, it works for now. So just to pan out, so you can see now my reorganized fridge.